guys. So I realized that, and I'm just gonna upload it tomorrow, or come out at midnight. Obviously, it's tomorrow. But I just realized that it's 4 years since I uploaded the last Man and Manisman movie before the TV show started. August 1st, 4 years ago, I did the last Man and Manisman movie. And then a week later, I started the TV series. And there's obviously been more Man and Manisman movies, but for the original storyline, that was the Man vs. Manisman 4, was the final of the original storyline before the series started. And and everything changed after that. And once I upload this special, the week after, I'm going to upload the 4-year anniversary of when the show first started. And it's crazy to think that special will give the series 195 episodes, which means the season 12 finale will contain 200th episode, which is just insane to me. It is insane that there has been 200 episodes. It's absolutely nuts to me. So I'm going to be doing something really special for the season 12 finale. I don't know if I'll do it like a joint episode. Probably not. Just like with the 100th episode, I decided that I would just do individually. I'm gonna do that the same. But yeah, 200 episodes. I can't believe it. 200 episodes. But 4 years since the last movie came out. I remember always in the back of my mind, when I first started the movies, at first I wanted to do 13 Man movies. And then do 6 Manisman movies. But I ended up doing 10 Man movies and 7 Manisman movies. And then I did 4 Versus films between them, with Manisman coming out on top in the end. You went 3 of the 4 movies, and between that was that's 21 movies then, and then I've done a total of I think 3 years later, or 2 years later. Oh no, it'd have to be 3 years later. I did 2 more individual films between the 2, and then so it's 4 total, and then a Versus film again, and then I did like Manisman vs. Shadow, or Man vs. Shadow, and then Manisman vs. Doc, Toby versus the Man, stuff like that. So in total, I think there's 40 total movies, and all the memories. But I always wanted to do a series, but I knew that I would have to make it so that the storyline there'd be enough story left that after that I would be able to do a series. Now, the original storyline for the 7 Manisman movies were that it was leading up to the last one, where one survivor from each movie would come in together and try and take down Madness once and for all. And then for the Man, the original storyline for the movie ended with him dying. Then I did a different storyline for the Versus films, and the Man also died in the Versus films. And then Madness died. Madness has only died once in the entire storyline. That was 5 episodes. He was dead, and then he came back as Supernatural. And that was season 4. Now we're going to be starting season 12 in like a month and a week, I think. But I have so many memories from writing the movies and how I wanted to structure it. And then the Madness Man versus the Man movies. I always wanted to do a crossover. And the final movie was just tying to get to the series. It was like a promotion to get to the series. It wasn't really a movie at all for the Versus side. It was just tying for like to show like, oh, the next week would be the series. There's a lot of people that don't like the fourth Versus film because it's there's no fight at all. It's just Madness Man taking over as the number one person in the city, and he killed like 40 people throughout the film. And the man never made an appearance, so that's why people don't like it. People love the third one, Versus one. When I did a poll last year, when I was just about to do the first Versus film in 3 years, I did a poll of the best Man movie, and people say it's between 3 and 6. But underrated, people say, is 10. They like 10. But the favorite of the Man movie, like the whole thing, is the prequel movies. When I did the prequel movies for the Man, like a lead up to the very first Man film, at first I didn't think it was ever going to work because people don't really like origin stories. But this is a type of franchise that needs a backstory, needs to be told. People loved it. People absolutely loved it. Of all the Man movies, so there were 17 total Man movies before I started the series. And everyone's favorite is either 6 or any of the prequel movies. I think people say it's really hard between 2 and 3 to choose from. But, yeah, and then Madness Man, their favorite is 4 and 7. But a lot of people love 4. But 4 was my favorite that I filmed. 4 was my favorite that I filmed with the whole franchise of any Madness Man film. And that includes the Versus films. Even though 3 was really cool because I had never used that much special effects and practical effects. And that was the most money I ever spent on making a movie up to that point. And I loved filming 4. I don't know why though, because it's the same thing as all the other ones. It just was so cool. And then I never did a backstory because I don't think it really needs it. I guess I could do at some point a Madness Man, like where was he for the 25 years that he wasn't seen? Like where was he? What was he planning? But yeah, all the memories I have, I love, I never thought I would have filmed 40, Man and Madness Man movies combined. And the Man has 23 movies and Madness Man has 17, I think, because I had 11 before I started the series. And I've done 6 after that. 2 individual films. And then 4 versus. Toby, Shadow, Doc, The Man, I think number 8 was the 4. But, yeah. So all the memories I have, I love, and I'm going to make more memories throughout the years. and all that stuff. But yeah, so that is it. So make sure to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.